Hello friends, in this video we are going to start a new chapter in grammar, idioms and phrases. Idioms and phrases. In final exam, the weightage of this chapter is 3 marks. This will be asked in writing skills. So listen carefully, students. You will be given total 3 questions with 3 clues. 3 questions with 3 clues. Each question carries 3 clues. 2 will be incorrect and 1 will be correct. So you have to find which is correct one. For this student, you have to go through the lesson. Means you have to read each and every line. And I think you all have reference book, so practice from reference book. In coming exam, there are only 3 lessons. In coming exam, there are only 3 lessons from prose, right? So you have to learn from this. In each lesson, minimum 8 to 10 questions will be given. So this chapter is very important for you, for your final exam also, and it carries 3 marks. Clear? Okay, we will start this. Choose the correct option and rewrite. Choose the correct option and rewrite. Means, student, in your final exam, this kind of sentences will be given to you. For example, I was in great dread of a scolding from the teacher. I was in great dread of a scolding from the teacher. Your options will be afraid, need, or look out. Options will be afraid, need, or look out. Now listen carefully what happens. In this video, I have done bracket. I have done bracket in question and put the letters in dark, right? Look, in great dread, it is printed in dark and with also in bracket. But in your final exam, this will be not given to you. Simple, without bracket and without dark. So you have to identify. You have to identify which words will be removed from question, and in its place which word from the brackets will be suited to it. Clear? So I was afraid of scolding from the teacher. So in great dread, student, you have to select afraid, not need or look out. First, if you find, first of all, what you have to do, just study the answers, means study the clues, afraid, need, and look out, like this way. Then I was in great dread of scolding from the teacher, right? I was in great dread of scolding from the teacher. So in its place, in great dread, you have to write, I was afraid of a scolding from the teacher. So it should be clear in your mind that which word will be removed. But by mistake, if you write, I was in great dread and also afraid of a scolding from the teacher, if you do like this way, if you do not remove the words in great dread, and so your answer will be like this: I was in great dread afraid of a scolding from the teacher, you will not get marks because you have written afraid and in great dread. So this should be clear in your mind. If you select one word from the list, in its place some word will be missed from the question. Some word will be removed from the question. Clear? So both will not be written in answer. In great dread and afraid, both will not be written. Okay, students? So what you have to do, you have to study from your reference book, lesson 1, 2 and 3. In each lesson there will be minimum 8 to 10. 8 to 10 will be given, or 10 to 15 also. In first lesson 15 to 16 will be given. Just you have to study. From board exam, in board exam, from textbook, they will ask from textbook, right? So you have to go through the textbook also. Clear? Okay. So first answer is finished. I think you have understood very well. Next. When school began, there used to be a great bustle. When school began, there used to be a great bustle. So it is your duty to remember which word will be removed from the question. You have to remember this. Students, you have to remember this in your mind. Great bustle means a lot of scolding, lot of movement, lot of fights. So answer will be, when school began, there used to be a lot of movement. Lot of movement. So answer will be like this: when school began, there used to be lot of movement. So student, it should be clear in your mind that by mistake if you write lot of movement, so it is not necessary to write a great bustle. If you write lot of movement and a great bustle, so you will not get marks. It should be clear again. Clear, student? By mistake, if one student has written, when school began, there used to be a great bustle and a lot of movement. Great bustle, a lot of movement. So he will not get marks. He or she will not get marks. Clear? Okay. You will get to your school in plenty of time. You will get to your school in plenty of time. If you have read this lesson, student, you will remember this, that by whom this sentence was spoken and to whom. This sentence was spoken by blacksmith to narrator who tells a story. Means he was in great hurry to go to school. So he was told by blacksmith that you will get to your school in plenty of time. So you should remember, in plenty of time will be removed from question. In plenty of time will be removed from question, and in its place you have to write early enough. Early enough. You will get to your school early enough. In plenty of time, very late is misfit, too early is misfit. So early enough will be correct answer. So student, what you have to do when you sit for study, to this chapter, idiom and phrases, first of all, what you have to do, with your pencil you should underline. You should underline the word which will be removed from question, means which will be removed from question, and be careful that these words will not be written in your answer. So first, what you have to do in question, you have to do bracket and underline this word like this. I have given you the clue, in plenty of time. So in answer it should not be written by you. Clear, students? What a thunderclap these words were to me. What a thunderclap these words were to me. Means how loud and clear, how startling and unexpected, or how pleasant and welcome. So, what startling and unexpected these words were to me. So, which word will be removed from question? A thunderclap. A thunderclap. It should be removed. So, the writer wants to tell that the words have given the too much effect on the narrator. That's why it is written that a thunderclap. I never saw Mr. Hamel look so tall. Look, so tall means in common meaning we can tell that it is grow physically taller. No, sir. Seem so confident, stand on the chair, seem so confident. Many students do mistakes. Idiom and phrases is like in Hindi muhavre, right? Ruti prayog in Gujarati. So in English, idiom and phrase. It is called, the English of this is called idioms and phrases. The meaning of these are easy but hard to understand. Many times most of the students do mistake in this sentence. I never saw Mr. Hamel grow physically taller. They will write like this. Look so tall. So they will choose misfit word. Look so tall, the real meaning is so confident, not grow physically taller. Common meaning is, we think that common meaning is like physically taller, but it is false. It is false. I never saw Mr. Hamel so confident. This sentence is taken from the last para of the lesson, right? When he stood up and just when the clock struck 12, he stood up and told the student that the school is finished. You can go home. At this time, the writer has chosen the sentence from the last paragraph of the lesson, of this lesson. I never saw means narrator never saw his teacher Mr. Hamel so confident. Understood, student? So you have to remove the words look so tall from question and be careful that it should not be written in answer, otherwise you will not get marks. That's why they left their village looking for gold in the big city. Sentence from lesson number 2. If you have worked hard in English, then after you can tell that from which lesson this sentence has been taken. There are name of characters Saheb, Mukesh, right? Mukesh and Saheb. So these characters are from Lost Spring. If you have gone through the lesson and if you have studied hard, then after you will understand that what is the real, that you will understand what in from which lesson this sentence has been taken. Or if you regularly, when you get time, if you study my videos, if you listen my videos, then after you can understand very well. So that's why they left their village looking for gold in the big city. Hunting for, searching for, or punching for. That's why they left their village searching for gold in big city. Searching for gold in big cities. Looking for means searching for. This is easy for you students. So underline looking for. In its place, select searching for. They were searching for gold. Searching for gold from the garbage. Sahib is the name of the character in Lost Spring. If you have listened my videos carefully, then after you will understand that from which lesson this sentence has been taken. Clear, students? He has a roof over his head. He has a roof over his head means he has a house to live in. To shelf on the top, it is nearest meaning but not real. A loft like room, no. A house to live in, correct. So a roof should be removed. The word roof should be removed. He has a house to live in. Clear, students? It wiped out fear and terror. It wiped out fear and terror. So these words will be removed. Wiped out fear. This is from Deep Water, third lesson. Removed all fear. Brought back all fear. Wiped means removed. So brought back, it is incorrect. Blanked out some fear, it is also misfit. So correct answer will be wiped means remove. Removed all fear. William Douglas had wiped out fear and terror. In last para of this lesson, he confessed that it wiped out fear and terror, means it removed all fear. Removed all fear and terror. If the person has determined that he would do the task, it doesn't mean that if it is hard, but if once it is decided, or if it is decided or made up in his mind that he would do, then he would do surely, means come what may. So if you have determined that you will get more than 80% in your final exam, you can do it. But the question is of determination. If you determine then and then, you will get the correct result. But if you don't feel like this, it is impossible to get the result. Right? So mind well regarding this. Next, even my legs felt limp and blackness swept over my brain. Yes, swept over. Idiom, swept over. Again from lesson number 3, Deep Water. 3 options. Touched, covered, filled. Even my legs felt limp and blackness covered my brain. So swept over. Swept over means covered. Swept over means here covered. Touch is nearest meaning, means it is misfit. Filled doesn't match, and covered, it is correct answer. Even my legs felt limp and blackness covered my brain. Blackness covered my brain. This sentence was spoken by our writer William Douglas in lesson Deep Water. How would you like to be ducked? How would you like to be ducked? So to be ducked will be removed from question. To be made to swim like a duck. To be made to swim like a duck. To be called a duck. To be pushed underwater. How would you like to be pushed underwater? So correct meaning to be ducked means to be pushed underwater. To be pushed underwater. This is incorrect. To be called a duck doesn't fit, doesn't match. To be made to swim like duck, meaningless, right? So how would you like to be pushed underwater? To be duck means pushed under water. Okay, students. So I have given you example from first, second, third lesson. So there will be nearly from each lesson nearly 12 to 15. So 15 threes are 45. So you have to go through this exercise. Answer will be given to you in your reference book which you have purchased. So study well. Clear? This is so easy. If your answer will be correct, you will get 3 marks because the weightage of this chapter is 3 marks in exam. Okay, students. Now one more thing. In this video, we have time. So I will narrate small chapter to you. For this, first pause the video and find out flamingo. Find out flamingo. First you pause this video and find flamingo and open lesson number 1. Open lesson number 1. Students, I have not made a separate video for this because this was the small video, idiom and phrases. So with idiom and phrases, I will explain you the other topic of grammar which also carries 3 marks. It is called rectify the errors. Rectify the errors. I think you are familiar with this. Rectify the errors means in your exam, one paragraph will be given to you. One paragraph will be given to you. Question number 15, 16 and 17. First column will be given incorrect word. Second column will be given correct word. So student, in each line, there will be only one mistake, not more than one. There will be one mistake. You have to find or you have to identify the mistake. Means you have to write in incorrect and correct the spelling in correct column. I think you are familiar with this because it's 10 standard and 11 standard. This chapter was the chapter from grammar was explained to you, right? And in your board exam, they will ask from your reader. They will ask from your reader. So what you have to do? If you want to ask me, sir, how we will get full marks? So for this student, you have to read each and every line of the lesson. If you read each and every line of the lesson, then and then you will find, yes, there is mistake over here. So you will find the mistake and it will be very easy. It will be like conjunction, article, spelling mistakes of means grammatical mistakes, spelling mistakes or mistakes in verb also, means they have used the verb of present tense but in book it was printed in past, so you have to change the verb, right? Okay, I think you will have the reader flamingo in your hand. Now open page number 2, the last lesson, student. Open page number 2, the last lesson. Right? Now students, I will teach you the paragraph, last paragraph, means page number 2, second paragraph. When I pass the town hall, have you found it? Yes or no? Yes. Page number 2, Flamingo book, textbook, lesson number 1. The name of the lesson is the last lesson. Second para, when I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. Full stop. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. The lost battles, the draft, the order of the commanding officer, and I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? For example, student, this paragraph will be asked in your board exam. So how they will ask? Listen carefully. The order of this chapter in board paper is question 15, 16 and 17. On 5th of October, you will have to give the paper of 100 marks. So in this also, the order will be like this: 15, 16 and 17. Look, when I passed the town hall, there was a crowd. Till then they will ask in 15. So what would they do? When I passed, instead of passed, they will write when I pass, P-A-S-S. Just only one mistake. When I P-A-S-S pass the town hall, there was a crowd. So what you have to do? You have to write P-A-S-S in incorrect column and correct the word which means P-A-S-S-E-D, past. Understood? They can ask student like this way: when I passed the town hall, there is a crowd. They can ask like this way also. It is not necessary that they can change any word as per their choice. They can change any word as per their choice. So for example, they can ask when I P-A-S-S-E-D. In this question, second time they can ask like this way. If they want that no, I have to write the correct spelling of past, they can write. First they can do like this way: when I pass, P-A-S-S, the town hall, there was a crowd. So in this we have to make correction. Instead of P-A-S-S, we have to write P-A-S-S-E-D. You will get 1 mark. Very easy. You will get full marks, students. So if you do idiom and phrases, if you read each and every line, so 3 plus 3, 6 marks will be in your pocket. 6 marks will be in your pocket if your answers will be correct. So you can ask me, so sir, what we have to do? Just student, you have to read. Nothing else. Just read. Next time they can ask like this: when I passed, P-A-S-S-E-D, the town hall, there is a crowd. So if you have read nicely, there will be light in your mind. This is wrong. There, when I passed the town hall, past means past tense, past simple tense. So is incorrect. When I passed the town hall, there is a crowd. This is wrong. So in incorrect, what you will write? Is, and incorrect was. Understood? In second line means question number 16. They will start like this: full paragraph. From full paragraph they will cut 3 lines. So in question number 15, they can ask like this: when I pass the town hall, there is a crowd. This is question number 15. And 16 starts from in front of the bulletin board for the last 3 years. It is written 2 years, student. They will ask 3 years. So how will you correct it? How will you know that instead of 3 year it is 2? If you have read nicely, otherwise not. If you do that, the paper, I have too much time, plenty of time. Many times what the students do? Oh, English is very easy. Sir explains us nicely and I can understand. So I have plenty of time. By thinking this, they don't know when the exam comes so near. And after that, on 4th October, they know that, oh, tomorrow there will be paper of English. Oh, just now, dust books. Found the friend. Hello. What is the portion? Oh, 3 lessons. 3 poems. Oh, I see. Okay, I will do fast. Student, if you do like this way, you will not get marks. But every day spare 15 minutes only for English. How many? 15 or 20 minutes or half an hour. Easily you will complete the course. Just try to understand the theme of the lesson. What the theme of the lesson? The weightage of textbook is 55 marks, you know. Weightage of textbook is 55 marks. And with 45 marks, grammar will be asked only little. So your main portions will be textbook only, Flamingo and Vistas. Flamingo and Vistas. Now students listen. Bad news had come from there. They can change the spelling of their T. Instead of THERE, they can write THEIR. The lost battle. Instead of battles, they can write the lost battle, BATTLE. Right? So like this way, student, you have to do hard work in English and learn well, learn question answers. Just pause video. I request you, pause video for 1 or 2 minutes. After that, don't go away. I will be with you. I want to share some important things for you. Okay? So pause for 1 to 2 minutes only. After that, please start the video. Hello students. So I want to share some information regarding our syllabus and paper pattern. So blueprint was given to you and paper will be set as per blueprint. Now listen carefully. There will be two parts, part A and part B. Paper, there will be two parts. In part A, 50 MCQs will be asked in your final exam. I am talking about final exam, board exam. In part A, consists of 50 marks, right? So for grammar, weightage of grammar is 15 marks. In MCQ, they will ask of nearly 15 marks. 15 marks for grammar. In grammar, they can ask figure of speech, question tag, active passive voice, degrees, and the chapter which I taught to you. Each carry 1 marks. So grammar, the weightage of grammar in MCQ student in part A is of 15 mark, 15. And from textbook, again I repeat, from textbook they can ask of 35 marks. So 15 plus 35, 50. Clear? From textbook they can ask of 35 marks. Clear? So now if you want to write in your copybook, write marks of grammar in part A 15. Marks of grammar in part A 15. And questions from textbook means marks of textbook is 35. 35. So 35 plus 15, 50. Clear? In grammar they can ask any questions. And the chapter which I have taught to you, active passive voice, degrees, adverb clause of time, right, question tag, they can ask any chapter, exclamatory assertive sentence. Okay? And now total of 100 marks. From 100 marks, 50 marks will be from MCQs, right? Now we are moving towards part B. In part B, students, weightage of question answer is of 20 marks, 20. And written in grammar, 10 marks. Weightage of grammar is 10 marks. So idiom phrases, in this video, just I have explained you 3 marks. Rectify the errors, 3 marks. And direct, indirect, 4 marks. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. Clear? So 20 marks is of question answer. Total from textbook and Vistas, means from Flamingo and Vistas, they will ask of 20 marks. 20 marks question answer. Now I am talking about part B. Clear? So question answer you have to write of 20 marks. Grammar 10 marks. 20 plus 10, 30. Then reading skill, paraphrase, unseen poem will be asked of 5 marks. Right? Then email is of 5 marks. 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 10 grammar, 20 plus 20, 40 of question answer. Now 6 or 10 marks remain. Means writing skill, application, weightage of application 4 marks. And essay 6 marks. So your chapter, your paper will be over of 100 marks. Clear, students? Now if you want to write, you can write in your copybook. Again I repeat, grammar 25 marks. From textbook 55 marks. In that line write 20 marks question answer plus 35 MCQs from textbook. So weightage of textbook is 55 students. Then 10 marks reading skill, means paraphrase, and last 10 marks writing skill means application and essay. So 55 plus 25, 80 plus 10, 90 plus 10, 100. Okay students, this was the information I wanted to give you, right? Again, in this video just pause for 1 or 2 minutes. I will be back. Hello students. So in part A, it is clear in your mind. You will be given 60 minutes in board exam, means 1 hour to complete 50 MCQs. Now in part B, your blueprint, there will be 5 sections. Student, A, B, C, D, E. There will be 5 sections. A, B, C, D, E. Each carries 10 marks. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Total 50 हो गया. Okay. In section A, answer the following question in 5 to 6 sentences. Total 10 marks. They will ask 5 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from textbook, means from prose only. Not a single option will be given to you. Question 5 or 5. This will not be asked. This type of style will not be asked in blueprint in your paper. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now it is over. 10 marks. Section A 10 marks completed. Now section B. Question 6, 7, 8. Again you have to write question answer in 5 to 6 sentences from poem, students. 6 marks. Question 9 and 10 from supplementary, 4 marks. Right? So 6 plus 4, 10. Section B over. Section C, just we have completed, 3 marks. Idiom phrases. Then question number 14, 11, 12, 13, idiom phrases. Again I repeat, your paper will be ended at question number 21. Right? In section A, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In section B, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In section C, 11, 12, 13. Now question number 14. Rewrite the following passage using indirect speech, 4 marks. One paragraph will be given to you, either paragraph or conversation between 2 persons. They can ask from textbook only. They can ask from textbook or conversation between 2 persons. It is not fixed, students. They will choose textbook. So refer textbook. Then rectify the errors. Just in this video I have explained you 3 marks. So question number will be 15, 16, 17. 4 marks direct, indirect, 3 marks rectify the error, and 3 marks idiom phrases. 10 हो गए. Now section D, paraphrase, 5 marks. Question number 18. Question number 19, email. हो गया 5 plus 5, 10. Now section E, application, 4 marks. Essay in 250 words, 6 marks. Essay or essay. In essay, 1 choices will be given to you. Okay students, clear? So I think again it will be fresh in your mind, blueprint of board exam, and just I have explained what is the weightage of marks for each chapter of grammar and textbook. Right? So if you work well, English is easy. Nearly you will score more than 80 if you work hard. If you do not touch the book, it is impossible to get maximum marks. Right student? You are clever, you can understand very well. Now just last request to you, spare time for this subject also. Okay? Now all the best for your exam, and take care of yourself. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care of yourself.